Whakalawhalahi atu hane te wala tala tutupu ke lata moe a whiawhinei. Good evening. In our news bulletin for tonight, kua holo ki mue tonga hua he whainga hua vai, ke liwa ke vai inu he motu ke he tuanga kua mitaki. The Water Supply Division's efforts to decontaminate water tanks progresses forward. Tau se whala tau whatutalanga ke lata moe tahamatanga hua fō, mai tau whaholoanga ke utake hea e tau a kaupu tau manu fōfō kaina. Discussions to identify the next phase of the invasive species project are underway this week. Mawamana ke matakau haniwe ke hoko atu ai ke te whio whetoko he atmosphika ka whahoko ai ki Vanuatu. Team Niue is set to compete at the Pacific Mini Games to be held in Vanuatu. Whakahoko ai te whio ne te polo me whai anō noanga e matakau Nina ke kumi whalu te whānau pele ke lata me te whio he atmosphika ke tau wāwhi hong mahiva. The local netball season is midway through and Nina are looking to identify players for a development squad to form a team for the Pacific Games in 2019. Whātu mau tau tangata he motu ke muitua ke tau hata kianga, mai he whahinga hua vai ke tunu e vai tō inu. Hane kua matutakia e tanga hua he whahinga hua vai, ke whakamea e tau tūla, mai tuku atu he whahi malolo sino ke tau se tu kumkumianga ke tawana he vai. Ma lea whakatose tahe mahina tali mai he kisia ko whaile kua ke laula he tau tula vai he motu. Si hoko mai ke mga hunei, kua whakatātua e lau tōlu e tamata kainanga ne ranofo atu, e tamata kawini moa e vai mai Paliasi, mō liku ko mitaki tuai e vai halau tōlu ke inu. Pese ia tūmawanga e nto hata kianga ke lata e mō lau tōlu, ke tau maanga ko Makefu, Tuwapa, Hitavake, Toi, La Kepa, Hakupu, Waia mo Alasele, nā kaila utakehi e tau hata kianga ke tūne vai he tamanga ia, a tu whai whailoanga tu whoki ke tau mga himua. Niue's water woes are slowly being resolved just over a month since E. coli contamination was detected. The Water Division and health staff have spent the past few weeks cleaning out tanks and retesting. Government officials met last week to address concerns about the water problems that have been raised by the wider community and to discuss alternative options to ensure that safe drinking water is provided for the people. A cleaning program or schedule has been developed where Water Division staff are looking at cleaning at least 2 tanks each week, but this will also be dependent on weather. There has been a delay to repair and cleaning processes while they procured the necessary resources and equipment to assist with their work. A notification from the Health Department noted that cleaning and maintenance has been completed for Paliasi and Liku village water reservoirs, deeming water for those communities now safe for drinking. However, residents in Makefu, Tuwapa, Hitavake, Toi, La Kepa, Hakupu, Waia and Avasele to continue boiling water before drinking until the Niue Water Division have completed their cleaning and repair programs for the main water reservoirs in those villages. Kua hoko mai e tahamataka mai he kautaha sprep ke tau se whalu tau whatutalanga ke tālanga e tahamatanga hua fōu. Kua tahamatanga hua ne kua tau se i lalo he whai whahi taktakai motu, wai whahi ngahau whanua ke he tau kua mariki toa. Ne lali ke tukutuku he fwai tau numela puaka vau pihia mai utakehe he tau a kau fōfō kaina. Koe matanga hua nei ne kua amana ki ai ke whakamatapua ai ke tō whai atu motu, ko Tonga, Niue, Marshall Islands mo Tuvalu. Si kua hanei kua hoku mai mai whakatutala mai tau mtakau Niue ke whalumana ne kua lata ke tuku ke loto he whakaroanga nei mai tau puipuianga ke he takatakai mota Niue mai he tau a kau po ke tau manu fōfō kaina. Talahau e David Moverley kua whai mga ahuinga hua ki ai mai tau whakatupeanga mai he Global Environment Facility. Mai longa fōke e tūhanghang ke le he takatakai motu ha koe tau akau po ke tau manu ne kua ta mai whafo ne kua mōmō e tau koloa he motu kua Niue. Koe tau nei kua tau lia e tau manako ke lata mai matanga hua fōu nei. Te kua whitāni hau kua atu ai ke motu kua Tonga o mai ki Niue mga nei tō oa atu ai ke motu Marshall Islands he mahina Yanuali o atu ki Tuvalu he mahina Whapuali tō hai e whoki e taha whanua vlog mahina Pelila ke whakakatoa e tau hokotaki ke liua ki atu ke matakau UNEP. Nā kai koe te whakaroanga muka muka Kai pehe mai kua lata ke mai longa usi he tu tangata. Kua lo toru usi ne kua lata ke mai ke whatu mau ha kua mahuinga e tatakai motu ke lata mai tu mumui tangata. Kai ke holomita ke tau whatu talanga tō kamata whakangahauai ke tau ua whehong whamahewa. Comprehensive and effective management of invasive species is at the core of discussions facilitated by a team from the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program that are in Niue this week. Invasive species are plants, fungus or animal species not native to a specific location that are introduced and have a tendency to spread and damage the environment. Niue's 5-year invasive species project funding ended last year, and that involved activities targeting the feral pig population and attempts to remove invasive plants. This week, SPREP are holding further consultations to review the previous project and work towards developing the next 5-year project. This program is in line with the guidelines for the invasive species management in the Pacific, which is basically a Pacific strategy for managing pests, weeds and other invasive species.
The whole idea of the Global Environment Facility is to put things in place that are sustainable. That's a key requirement of the funding. So although the project has finished last year, the pig management has continued through the environment employees. So they've taken on that role. Obviously they love doing it, which is really good. It's a key part of sustainability. And there's other projects in Niue which have contributing at the moment to fill the gap where needed between that project and when the next one starts. So the pig project is pretty much sustainable now. They've just got two new dogs recently, and Glen Osborne was back up, and they have more equipment.
The lengthy process to develop the next project for GEF funding started back in 2013, starting with the project identification, and 4 countries have been included in this project.
So now we have 18 months from May to develop the project document, which is an expanded project identification form where we go into more detail about what the activities are going to be and how they're going to fit into the project, who's going to be involved, how does it meet the requirements of the Global Environment Facility funding, and what support is the country going to provide, as well as the GEF funding, to make the project a success. So this is the second country consultation. The first one was in Tonga 2 weeks ago. From here in January we go to the Marshall Islands for their national dialogue or consultations. In February we're in Tuvalu. March we're developing the regional component, and then in April we'll have representatives from each of the countries to a workshop in Apia to finalise the document.
The consultation process looks at building the capacity of government agencies working in partnership with the wider community to raise awareness about invasive species and also create a sense of ownership.
It's everybody's responsibility to look after Niue's, not only the biodiversity but the environment in general, because everybody benefits from it and everybody feels the effects when the environment is under pressure. So that's a key thing, is invasive species is everyone's responsibility, and that's kind of leading into this next project. The idea really is to bring that message more to the forefront. So in the last project we focused mainly on building capacity within the government departments such as DAF and the Department of Environment, obviously. This next stage is trying to build a broader capacity throughout Niue, so the villages and the communities can actually achieve some of these things themselves, or the environment or DAF can assist the communities to work with them to help them to manage these issues.
Outcomes from the discussions this week will contribute to the regional project development, and it is hoped that implementation can begin in 2019. Maua manaki toi matakau hani we ke ua tue ke whetoko ke te whewha Pacific Mini Games ne kua manaki ke whakahoku ai ke Vanuatu mai he aho whā ke aho hong whamali me te semo. Koe tau whetoko nei whakahoku langa tahe whai tau moe ko whakataka e ke hong whamatolu tau whewha spot te ke he kehe ka whetoko ati ki ai. Koe tau matakau hani we ka whakawhānua atu ai ke tau whewha nei ke hukui e motu. Koe matakau Poituwhi, matakau Tāpolo Sea moe lakapi fitu. Nā kai hoko sia matakau langa ki mamafa ke ua atu ki te whewa nei ha kua whai whirianga e matakau Niska e uta ke halu tūla atu whaitau sianga ke whalu te le kua ki loto he matakau. Ne tuk whenonga e matakau Tāpolo Sea he aho nei moe amanaki ke hokua atu ke lātai me hawhanianga he te whewa kai tō mumui atu e matakau ni tai he awhala i le whaitapu nei. Niue has a team that's set to compete at the Pacific Mini Games that will be held in Vanuatu from the 4th to the 15th of December. A special farewell was held over the weekend for the delegation of 22. That includes 16 athletes, 5 officials and 1 supporter. Niue Island Sports Commonwealth Games Association, otherwise known as NISCA, have confirmed 3 codes. They are athletics, golf and rugby sevens. Unfortunately, weightlifting were not included due to suspension by NISCA until some internal management issues have been resolved. The Pacific Mini Games will open up sporting competitions for elite athletes, coaches, officials, referees, media and medical practitioners from 23 islands and territories who will compete in 13 different sports codes. The Pacific Mini Games is held every 4 years and 2 years prior to the much bigger Pacific Games that will be held in Samoa in 2019. The golf team consists of 3 athletes, 1 official and 1 supporter. They left the island today and will make it in time for the official opening. The remainder of the team will depart on Friday. Ko ki se he tau nei maliki si ha ke tau numele te mtakau ke he tau whewa ni te polo, mo ko whai anon wanga e komisi he mtakau ni te polo he motu, ke whakawhano e ta mtakau ke tau whewa sipote, he Pasifika he tau wā whehong whamahewa. Koe mtau ulu mahina ha no vea mane toko white mtakau mai he tau maanga ni ko whetoko ai ke tau whewa ni te polo, ka mata e tau whakawanga ke whiwhiria i he mtakau nihina, ke lata me te whānau whiwhine, ke tau mga pele ni te polo he tau ka hau. Pehe mai takitaki ko ngā tū tuku tama, ko lahi manako he komisi, ke whai huku ia niwe ke tau wheo spot e Pasifika ka kua naka i hoko sia, tau numele tau whānau whiwhine, ke katoa i mtakau he tau mga kua mole, koe manako ke whai mtakau, ke maike ke whakaonga e makaukau he tau whuate mahane, mo e tau pulotu he whalutu hukui mai whakamoa ke whakakua atu ke lautolu. Manako e whuke nina, ke latu mai tau kahau ke liu, wali whakafou, e malepele ni te polo he angotoku lunga. Taha whuke halotola whakaloanga ne kua amanaki ke tau se he tau fou, koe taha langa e taha pā ni te polo fou, koe kumidokoloa ni te polo, ke lata mai tau whānau i kiki, amanaki e whakakatoa toa e tau wheo whetoko e tau nei, ke he whahitapu ke waki he mahina te semo. The Niue Island Netball Association looks forward to sending a Niue netball team to the Pacific Games in Samoa in 2019. In this year's competition, there are 7 teams that were registered and are currently competing. And the turnout and participation from netball teams has prompted the association to send a team to the next Pacific Games. According to the president of the Niue Island Netball Association, the committee wanted Niue to be represented at regional competitions, but the interest rate in netball was very low and players were also very young at the time. The main focus for next year is to look for potential national representatives to form a development squad to represent Niue, while former players take on board coaching and management roles. The decision by Nina was made after seeing the increase in the number of netball teams competing this year, and the vetting process will start during next year's netball season. And that concludes our news bulletin for this evening. Do join us again for our next news bulletin on Thursday. Penai te wala tala tupu ne ko mō mai ka lāt mai a whiawhinei a mana ki gilidiu ke whalewewe henei fōki ki a whiawhi hatu atua nimo koe aho tufa pale pale ke lāta e moe aonga whakamahani ka whakahoko e ki aho pumponi. Kena nofua, menina pōtou lidiu ke whalewea.